Hey there, stampers and crafters. Tammy Williams here, coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I am here today to share with you the paper pumpkin kit from the August 2023 kit. And let's turn the camera around and see what all is inside. Here it is, the paper pumpkin. Meaningful Flowers is the name of this one, August 2023 paper pumpkin. And let's see what's inside. Every month, this box comes in the mail because I'm a paper pumpkin subscriber, and you can become one as well. I will put the link in the chat. And what comes in the kit is typically a ink spot. In this month we got a color called Pretty Peacock, which is very cool because I don't have that color yet. And that's one of the new colors that came out of the new catalog back in June, I believe. And another nice thing that you get in each kit is a stamp set. This month we got a bonus stamp set. Normally you only get one set of stamps, but this month as a bonus they sent us two. So isn't that great? So here's our lotus flower stamps, a little stem. And then here is one that's got, it looks like a lily pad and some forget-me-not flower stamps. And then this sentiment that says, "You are capable of amazing things." And this stamp sentiment says, you rise above the rest. And then this one says, "Your friendship is unforgettable." Wouldn't that make a great card to send to one of your good friends? Yeah. So anyway, those are the stamp sets that come in the kit. And it's always a surprise what you're going to get. They give you a little bit of a hint as to the theme and what the name of the kit is going to be. But as far as the actual design of the cards or the project, they don't tell you the exact thing that's going to be in it because they want it to be a surprise when it comes in the mail. But like I said, they do give you a little bit of a clue. So like I knew that there was going to be lotus flowers and forget-me-not flowers in this kit, and I knew that that we were going to be getting a bonus stamp set, but I did not know what the card design was going to look like ahead of time. But I did know that the kit was going to make 8 cards, because they tell you that much as well. So you get 4 cards, 2 different designs, four cards of each design. And aren't they beautiful? Look at those lotuses with the lily pads, and then the forget-me-nots with the grass, the tall grass. So pretty. And then they have matching envelopes that come with it as well. So that is always one thing you can be sure of whenever you get a paper pumpkin kit, is that the envelopes will always coordinate with the card. So let me get my scissors. Once again, I forgot to grab those. And then we'll open this up and see what else comes in this beautiful kit. So what's fun about these Stampin' Up! Paper pumpkin kits and also the Stampin' Up! Kit collections is that you can invite people over and kit together. I am planning on having a kit together with a friend of mine and have her come over. Well, actually, she's not a friend yet. She's hopefully a customer of mine. She lives not too far from me, and she wants a catalog. So I invited her. She said she's feeling a little overwhelmed and she wants to start stamping again. And so I invited her to come over and make some cards with me from one of my kits. So hopefully we can schedule that and have a nice little kit together and get to know one another. And so another thing that came in this kit is some twine, so that you can make some bows or wrap twine around your card. And then we got some tear and tape. This tear and tape is double-sided adhesive. So this side is sticky, and you just attach it to whatever you are gonna try to glue to something else, and then peel the backing off. And you can also just tear off however much you need for your adhesive. So I love tear and tape. I use it quite often. And another thing that came in the kit here, it looks like some dots, some embellishments, and some Stampin' Dimensionals. So here's the little dots. You can see a couple different sizes, which is cool. So to decorate the outside of your card. And then here are our Stampin' Dimensionals. And what those are foam adhesive. And they're got adhesive on both sides. So again, that's sticky on both sides, and you just peel the backing off and then attach whatever you want to your dimensionals. And what it does is it gives it a little bit of added height and depth on your card. So we use dimensionals quite a bit as well to give our card a little extra pop. So then we've got, what else do we have here? We've got some, these must be their card front. Yeah, this goes on the front of the card base itself. So we have 4 of those. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at the lotuses. That looks like pretty peacock for the lily pads. And then what are these? These are our card bases, it looks like. Yeah, and they're portrait style instead of horizontal, or what is that called? I'll think of it in a minute here. Anyway, so this is the card base, and then looks like you would just attach this to your base. I'd have to look at the instructions to see, but that's what I'm thinking happens. But so you got 4 of those card bases in this blue color, and I'm not sure what that blue color is, but we can find out real quick if we look at the instructions, because on the back of the instructions it always tells you all the colors that are in the kit. So here it is. Coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors are Bubble Bath, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Melon Mambo, Misty Moonlight, Orchid Oasis, Pretty Peacock, and Tahitian Tide. I don't think this is Tahitian Tide. This must be the Orchid Oasis, or maybe Misty Moonlight. I think Misty Moonlight is a little bit darker. But anyway, yeah. So and on the back it also shows you all the parts and pieces that come in the kit, all the kit components to make 8 cards with 8 envelopes. So let's see what else we have here. We've got some envelopes with lotuses on the front of the envelope. We probably have 4 of those. Yep, 4 of those. Look at that, beautiful bubble bath color. What else did they say? Did they say Calypso Coral? No, I don't know what that other, Melon Mambo. Oh, that's what it is. Melon Mambo and Bubble Bath. Isn't that pretty together? Yeah, so we get 4 of those envelopes. Oh, and look at the inside of the envelope on the flap. Isn't that gorgeous? That matches so nicely to the front of the card. I love it. Okay, and then we've got 4 more envelopes with the Forget-Me-Not flowers on the front. Very pretty. And then on the inside, ooh, look at that. Gorgeous. I love it. So pretty. Wouldn't you just love to get that in the mail? Think about your friends that you could send this to. They would love getting it as well. And then here are our card base. Oh, and one thing I forgot to show you on this other card base, on the back, it talks about the lotus flower and this what it symbolizes and what it means. So it's got strength, resilience, and wisdom is what the lotus flower represents. Isn't that nice? And so the same thing with the Forget-Me-Not flower on the back of that card base. It talks about how that represents love and devotion and memories. Small, delicate forget-me-nots. Yeah. And so these looks like it's pre-scored, so you just cut it or bend it, fold it in half like that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And the inside has decorations too. I love it. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, so that's 4 of those that we got. And then here are some labels that are pre-cut. We just got to pop them out. And this is for stamping your dimension, stamping your sentiment. So you would use your stamp set and your ink, and just attach your stamp to a block, an acrylic block, and then ink it up and then stamp your label. It's very easy. And then looks like we got some forget-me-not flowers here that we can punch out. How fun is that? Look at that, so cool. I'm not sure where it goes exactly, but we'd have to look at the instructions. I'll get to that in a minute. And then what's this? This looks like some vellum, some colored vellum. Usually vellum is clear and you can't see through it, but this one, it looks like they added some color to it to make it look like lily pads in the water. So we got 4 of those. That probably goes with the first card. We'll find out in a minute when we look at our instructions. And then here's some more cutouts, some punch outs that are our lotus blossom on a lily pad. Again, very beautiful. That nice. I love it. One piece of cardboard we don't need. Recycle that. Anyway, so here we go back for instructions, and we open them up, and it tells you step by step what to do. So here's number 1 is the forget-me-not, and actually this is a little different. Oh, I know, they changed the instructions. Normally they have the step-by-step instructions at the top, but this looks like they just show you everything you need to make the first card and everything you need to make the second card, and then down here below is where the instructions are to make card number 1 and card number 2. Yeah, so it shows you the Stampin' Spot ink, and then to stamp and put your stamp on a block, Your Friendship is Unforgettable, and stamp your label, and then put some dimensionals on the back of your flower, this flower here. You would add some of those dimensionals and put that on the inside of your card, it looks like. And then use your scissors and cut some twine. So here's our twine, and about 8 inches. And what's nice is they give you a ruler on the side here of the instructions. So if you look right here, there's a ruler, so you can measure 8 inches of twine and tie it in a bow, and then use your tear and tape adhesive. So it shows you a picture of the tear and tape adhesive, and also a couple dimensionals on either end, and then your tear and tape in the middle, and attach your bow to the back of your label that you just stamped, Your Friendship is Unforgettable. And then you would put that right across the front on the base of your flower that you attached to the inside of your card. So, and then you're done. How easy is that? Then card number 2, you would take your ink spot and stamp You Are Capable of Amazing Things right on the lily pad of this punch out that we punched out here. You just stamp it right there. And then it says to use some tear and tape along the edges of that piece of vellum, this piece here. And then that would go on the front of the card, on the, not the card base itself, but this little piece here. So it would just go right on the front here like that. Isn't that cool? Look at that. And then use some glue dots to attach those 2 pieces, the layer and the vellum. You would put some dimensionals on the back, and then attach that to your card base, which is right here. So you just put that there and there, and so the dimensionals will pop it up a little bit so it's not flush with the base. It sticks up just a little bit when you put those dimensionals behind it. And then the next step is to what? Looks like maybe put some more dimensionals. I don't know what this is. Underneath your lily. And then it looks like they stuck the lily down in between here, like that. Yeah, I think that's what they did. Anyway, I might have to watch the video. Another nice thing about when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin is they send you an email, and in the email it will talk about how to, I think there's a link to the video, and so you can watch the video of how to put it all together if you have a question about the directions like I do right now on this last step. So you can watch the video, and also they give you a link to a PDF where you can print off a label that has all the has a picture of the front of this here. So it'll show a picture of this, and then it'll show a picture of your stamp sets. And so you can print that off and you can put it inside of a case. Stampin' Up! Sells these cases that, let me show you an example. So here's an example of one. So that was the paper pumpkin from February of 2023. So this piece of paper will fit right inside this card case. And there's like and then you can store your stamp sets and any extra pieces that you might have left over from making all your cards. But what's nice is that insert that they send you and that you can print off, it'll fit right under this piece of plastic here. And so you have a label that shows exactly what's in your case, what the stamp set is and everything. So that's what I always do with my Stampin' Up! Paper pumpkin is print off that insert so that I can save my stamp set and know which one it came from, because it will have the picture and it'll show August of 2023. So that's all the parts and pieces that came with this kit to make those 8 beautiful cards. What do you think? Meaningful flowers. They called it meaningful flowers because they gave the meaning of both flowers on the back of the card. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also go over to my website, tammylovestamping.com, and subscribe to my newsletter, and then you will be able to be on my distribution list when I send out my weekly newsletters, and you'll be kept informed of any sales or events or discounts going on at Stampin' Up! And any new things going on in my life, like if I have a new video out there for you to view or a new tutorial. And that's about it for now. So thanks for watching, and take care, and God bless. Happy stamping.